Hey, how's it going, Jeremy? This is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you. I know you're not super, big on really wanting me to get this video over to you, but I hope it helps you out one way or another. As you can see here, I have the homepage of the website pulled up. So we'll go ahead and look at this here in just a second. One thing I always like to do is pull up a Google search page here. And one thing we can easily do is type in, a service attached to the location. So in your case, roofing, Washington, Missouri, right? So this will give me, roofing companies that can do that service for me within this area or that are local to here, so that I can find a local company to do those services for me. Now, obviously, the first page is where you would want to be at. And it's some form of fashion. Now, to do that, there's typically three ways. One way, of course, is doing these ads that a few of these companies are doing for the Washington area. Now, most all of these are from St. Louis, so they're even trying to outreach into your area. Now, with that being said, these are pay to play, of course. They do typically convert fairly well, just because of being up top here and getting all the eyes. So not a bad way to do it. As you can see, Bone Dry is doing it up here in these Google guarantees, and then they're actually doing it within the map pack as well. So ads is definitely the first way to get up here. Again, it's kind of pay to play, so to stay up here, you got to keep paying, of course. Now, the next way is this Google map pack. Now, you're actually third on here, so that's great for you, obviously, because this will help to bring in some traffic, right? Because being within this top three, of course, people are going to see you. You're fairly up close to the top of the page. Most people are never going to hit this more businesses button. And if they see something they like within here, they aren't going to scroll down here into the organics either. So one thing you need to keep doing to stay within here, all the people that you're doing work for, make sure they're giving you great reviews. So you got two. So just keep building that number up and make sure they're great reviews. So I would start putting in pictures into your Google business profile, so on and so forth. So just keep up to date on it. Don't really lose out on this, because if you fall off of here, you will lose a lot of traffic. So now the next thing, of course, is being within the organic listings as well. Now, just looking at it right off the bat, we're seeing mostly directories here. So the only company, so there's one, Rost Construction. So they're the only true company besides directories that's actually ranking on the first page when it comes to the organics. Okay, so they're basically our top competitor that I'm going to be doing a quick comparison of when it comes to the websites. Now, coming back to your website, okay. First look at it. I'm always looking, does it flow well? Does it look nice? So on and so forth. In that case, yes, it flows well. It looks fairly nice. It's user friendly. Nothing. If somebody clicks on this, it's not like they're going to instantly run away. So that's a great thing. It runs fast too. So Google, it doesn't slow anything down through Google. So Google wouldn't have any problems ranking it either when it comes to that aspect. Now, when it comes to other aspects, typically on a home page, you want 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the home page alone. So as we can see, this is the major piece of content here. So definitely light when it comes to content and what Google likes to see, because Google has that sweet spot of 1,500 to 2,000 words. Now, in return, what that allows you to do is for every 150 of those words, we can now have one of those buyer intent keywords, which is something like I typed into Google or some type of variation, right? So a service attached to a location. Now, of course, there's many ways of saying this. Roofing companies, Washington, Missouri, roofers, Washington, Missouri, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of variations that you would want embedded within your website. So when somebody searches that, it's linked to your website so that they can find you, okay? Now, with that being said, I went ahead and I threw your website into this paid program I use. Now, what this does is it gives me numbers of your website that I can then do easy comparisons to for your top competitors as well. So what we're looking at here is dashboard numbers, okay? Now, these first two are basically trust and power rankings from Google, okay? Now, the first one is a DR for the entire domain or website. Then the UR is for the homepage alone. Now, these are rankings out of 100. So as we can tell, there's basically zero power and trust for your website through Google, okay? Now, The reason that is because you haven't built up any backlinks from any referring domain, meaning no other websites are pointing to you saying, yes, this is a great company to work with. Now, in all reality, Google is just a popularity contest. So the more websites we can point, or that we can have pointing at you saying, yes, this is a great company to work with, the more power and trust you'll build, which in return means you can rank for more things within Google as well. Now, with that being said, you also have 0 keywords within the website, which means if somebody's searching for you, they can't find you unless they find your Google business profile. So they can't just search Washington Mow roofers and find you. The only way they'll be able to find you is from this Google business profile. So it's great that you have that up and running, but when it comes to the website, you won't ever rank within these organic listings, okay? Unless you put those keywords within your website. Now, with all that being said, again, we're looking at 0 people coming into the website every month, okay? Now, in your case, that may not be bad, but let's just see what are the possibilities in the area. I'm not quite sure. Washington, Missouri definitely is a smaller market, but let's go ahead and see. So even this guy, he apparently serves some further far out counties. Again, I don't know your range or anything. It sounds like you're sticking more to just the Washington, Missouri area. So if you ever wanted to branch out, that's something you could look into. Now, when we come and look at their website here, this is them into the same program. This is their DR and UR rating. So they've built some trust just because they've started to, they have some of those websites pointing at them saying, yes, this is a company that you should fare well with when you work with them and get services from them. So with that being said, they also have a few keywords within their website, still nothing even close to what they should have. And again, they're still bringing in 0 traffic. So what I'm kind of saying is when it comes to the Washington, Missouri area, you really have no competition when it comes to online presence. Okay. So if you were wanting to dominate, it would be fairly easy and fairly cheap.